Hi and welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I put anything out. It's 9 o'clock on a Friday morning in February. I'm at Halifax Station. I'm waiting for my train because I've got a big weekend ahead of me. So I'm just waiting for the 9:05 train to Leeds, and then I am heading to that there London. Today there's going to be some London pubs. Not been to London for a while, and I'm really looking forward to it. And this is my train just arriving now. In Leeds. Had a couple of close shaves in the past with trains, but not today. I am an hour early. So I think it's time to head for a coffee. .10 in the morning, and Wetherspoons is already busy with people necking the pints. I set a nice journey down to King's Cross, arrived a minute or two early. I think rather than carrying my bag around, I'm going to drop it off at the hotel, and then I am unencumbered for the afternoon. All checked in at the hotel, the Welbeck. A very short walk from Bond Street, only like a 2-minute walk, much closer than the map would have me think. But room's not ready, not really surprised because it is only about 20 to 2, check-in's 3 o'clock. So what am I going to do on a lovely, mild Friday afternoon in February in central London? Not entirely sure where I am after taking that diversion down Carnaby Street. Berwick Street is ahead of me, so I've headed into Soho. Used to come to Berwick Street and this area a lot in the mid-90s because there were loads of record shops pre-internet, and it's also the location for those of a certain age that was featured on the cover of Oasis's What's the Story Morning Glory. 30 years old this year. Makes me feel old. Charing Cross Road, when I first came here in the early 90s, it was all second-hand bookshops, but I think they've all long gone. So I made it where I was heading, about a 50-minute gentle walk, and I was heading to one of the very few shops that I'm actually bothered about in London. Given that it was a bad job, I do like it in there, but it was absolutely packed. It was full of kids, pushchairs, it is half term. So on to the second of the shops that I bother with whenever I'm in London, which thankfully is just on the road here in Covent Garden. It's either closed or I'm on the wrong street. I think I might try the next one up. So it had moved from Covent Garden to just around the corner on Neal Street. I do like my moleskin notebooks. So those are my 2 shopping obligations done. One a bit more pleasant than the other. So I'm going to retrace my steps now. And it's time to explore some London pubs. There are 2 that I have in mind. I'm curious to have a look at, and then there's one just round the corner that I'll be going into for old time's sake, because it was quite a regular haunt in the late 90s, early 2000s when I was living down here. So it's back into deepest, darkest Soho. So just across Charing Cross Road, takes you to the edge of Soho, and the first one I'm going to try is the Coach and Horses, which I believe is like a famous Soho boozer used by the writer Geoffrey Bernard. Geoffrey Bernard is unwell, so that is going to be the first stop, and it's right here. So that was the Coach and Horses. Very busy, quite small. Lots of Geoffrey Bernard related memorabilia, and somebody boring American tourists with anecdotes as if Richard Harris was his best friend. Next stop is looking incredibly busy. This might be a disappointment, but I am heading here to the French House on Dean Street. I think this might be walk in, turn around and come out again, because the pavement is packed, it looks tiny, so this might be a disappointment. Thought so, far too busy for me. Tiny little bar, nowhere to sit or even stand really. Not very pleasant. I've heard about this place because it only serves halves for some reason, but Friday afternoon is perhaps not the best time to be trying that, so that's a disappointment. So next one, we'll try this one on the Blue Posts on the corner of Broadwick Street and Berwick Street. It's got some lovely old Watney's frosted windows because the people stood in front of them. See if this is any quieter than the French House. As the sign outside says, a proper old London boozer. Shabby chic that was genuinely shabby. Full of character, almost like seems a bit quite a locals place to say. It's right in the middle of Soho, but very busy. Got the impression that being really obvious with a camera might not have been the best idea. But yeah, too busy, nowhere to sit down. So I am on the move yet again. The Intrepid Fox. Now that's a blast from the past. from 90s, maybe even the early 2000s, a very dark alternative pub, alternative music, indie music, rock music. Had a sign on the door saying no suits allowed at one point. I knew it had closed quite a few years ago when on a previous trip. Couldn't remember where it was, but yeah, there it is, and it's now no doubt very expensive Brazilian themed restaurant. How times change. Okay, so I've tried going to new places with limited success so far, just to have another little trip down memory lane, going to a place that was very popular with us in the early 2000s when I was living in London. It was a familiar meeting place and sort of go-to place in central London with my mate, who I am meeting tomorrow. It's just across the road, across Shaftesbury Avenue, just on the edge of, at least I think that's the street, just on the edge of Chinatown. I'm heading to De Hems Dutch Cafe Bar. Wrong street, it's the next one. We had a legendary day, 2003, with the Rugby World Cup final that England won, so we started the day at 8 o'clock in the morning in Fulham and finished the day at about 10 o'clock at night here at De Hems. I am expecting this place to be busy, but it is very much for old time's sake. So if this place is busy, I'm just going to call it a day and just walk until I find somewhere that doesn't look as busy, but I'm sure it will be. Yeah, this is De Hems. Good old De Hems. It's actually the quietest place so far this afternoon, but also the most expensive, £7.65 for a pint of very agreeable Lindeboom. But it is starting to fill up now. 5:20 on a Friday night. So I am going to move on. I was able to sit down there. Done 11,000 steps so far, so it's nice to have a bit of a sit down. More queues outside shops. I'm going to head down towards Piccadilly Circus, and then I think I might have a slow amble back towards the hotel. More queues, there are queues everywhere. I'm guessing Dave's hot chicken must be pretty hot. Yeah, Piccadilly Circus might not be the best place given how busy everywhere has been. Wow, love that many people in the beer garden at Big Six on a rainy February night. Central core is just going to be too busy. Where's the underground? it's all gone dark during the course of that journey. Back on Oxford Street, 30 seconds later, streets are almost just sort of one road back from Oxford Street, and there's hardly anybody around. I have spotted a pub, the Cock and Lion. I am busting for a pint, and so I am going to call in there. So that was the Cock and Lion. Served a purpose. I needed a loo. Sort of traditional one-room London pub. Strangely quite moist feeling in the air, and fixed with the heating and the change in the weather. Music was very loud but quite funky. Felt like everywhere quite busy, but I did manage to get a seat. So I've just done a quick Google. I think from here I'm heading into the outskirts of Marylebone. That was one that cropped up on Google. There was another one just a short walk up, so I'll have a look at that. For all the mickey taking that us northerners do about soft southern shandies, their ability to stand outside in the rain at all times of year drinking, not smoking but drinking, never fails to surprise. Oh, I think this is the next one. This looks like a nice little pub. Again, people stood outside. What's this one? The Golden Eagle. Traditional looking sort of London corner pub. Yeah, we'll have a look in the Golden Eagle first. Nice little pub, but my word, the beer was atrocious. That was an awful pint. Now this place here, Entrecote, is a fabulous French restaurant. I've been here before, and I have queued to get into it before now. Real sort of steak-free kind of place, but no reservations, so you do need to queue. But this has prompted me to remember that whilst we were in the queue on a warm summer's evening a few years ago, that there was this place just across the road, which we got a little Swifty while we were waiting. So I am going to try the Angel in the Fields, which, if I remember rightly, was sort of quite an old-fashioned place. But yeah, that was dreadful pint. Always good to finish on a high. The Angel in the Field. What a lovely pub. Sam Smith's. It seems like none of their silly rules that are applied up north applied down here. People were messing around on phones. But lovely little pub, one room, and the Taddy Lager was quite agreeable. Just need to find my way back to the hotel and call it a day. Thumbs up to Angel in the Field, Sam Smith's. But that is me done for the day. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm heading back to the hotel. So if you got this far, Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.